Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's good to see you again today. And today's video is just going to be a little first impressions, almost a full face, but it's not exactly a full face. So, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below so you can be part of my YouTube family. And also make sure to ring that notification bell so you know when I upload. Also, leave me a comment down below on videos you want me to do. So without further ado, why don't we just get started? Let's go. I have this entire a lot of it's foundation. I have a primer, so let's start with the primer and then we'll move on to the eyebrows. So I have this e.l.f. Poreless face primer. And this is supposed to make everything go on evenly for a long-lasting matte finish. It's supposed to reduce the appearance of enlarged pores, fine lines, and shine, infused with green tea, vitamin A and E to help keep skin looking youthful. I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit out of my hands. Get the pump going. Okay, so it comes out kind of white. It says clear. So I'm assuming it's gonna be clear when I put it on my skin, but for right now it's I'm just gonna kind of press it into places. I'm just gonna kind of let that sit. So now I'm gonna move on to my brows where that kind of soaks into my skin. I have another e.l.f. product and it's this e.l.f. Lock-On Liner and Brow Cream in the color medium brown. It could be used as an eyeliner or brow product, but I'm gonna use it as a brow product today. Right now the roots of my hair are quite dark, so I'm thinking this will match. I just can't go too heavy with it or my eyebrows will look really harsh. This is what it looks like. It's just brown. And I did touch it once, so that's why it's in there. I did open it and kind of touch it to see the consistency, because I ended up buying one at the store and then getting in my car, opening it to look at it, and it was all dried out. So I opened it to make sure this one wasn't dried out. So I'm just gonna take the tiniest of bit on my, this is just an e.l.f. eyeliner brush. I'm trying to just kind of coat it. I'm gonna use the top of the cap I can just wipe off to kind of get product on it. And then I'm just gonna kind of do brush strokes. Start from right here. So far, so good. Brow I have. I actually like it. It looks good. I don't think it's too dark. And then this isn't a new product, but I'm just gonna go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo, and it's in the color dark brown. And since it's kind of a darker color, I'm just gonna go in with the lighter shade. And I'm gonna kind of just go over it to kind of set the cream. That is my first eyebrow dot. I still have to do this one off. But so far I like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this eyebrow. I look really crazy right now. I'm gonna go ahead and do this eyebrow off camera, and then I'll be right back and tell you how I feel about the product so far. I am back with both eyebrows on. I feel like it looks a little better now. I feel like my eyebrows look pretty even, if I do say so myself. And I have to do a lot of finessing to make my eyebrows look the same, otherwise they don't. So I actually quite like this product. I have no idea how long lasting it is. I have a new eyeshadow palette. I'm actually going to do my eyes first because I have no idea how this eyeshadow palette's going to work. So I'm first going to prime my eyelids. I'm actually going to use this new concealer. It's by Revlon, and it's the Revlon Color Stay Concealer in the color One Fair. I'm just going to use this to prime my eyelids. You can use almost any concealer as a eye primer. I'm just gonna kind of tap it out. Covered up my base pretty nicely, so we'll go and see. I have this new eyeshadow palette from Wet n Wild. And it literally just took me so freaking long to open this thing, but I got it open. It is new, it's a newer eyeshadow palette. I got it right when it kind of came out. I went to Walmart and picked it up. And this one is in the color Rosé in the Air. I have no idea how these eyeshadows are going to perform, so that's why I waited to do my foundation and stuff. Why don't we just get into it? I'm gonna go in with this fluffy brush and into this color. There's no names, they're just numbers, so I'm just gonna point this guy. Ooh, so they're not extremely powdery. They have a good amount of pigment to it. It's not too bad, like a lot of it gets picked up on the brush. I don't really dig my brush into my eyeshadow palette, so I feel like if you just kind of tap the stuff, you get just the amount of product and it does not as much kick up. And I hate having messy makeup. Am I the only one? If you hate having messy makeup, comment down below and let me know, because I can't stand when my makeup is super messy. Like, I have to keep it really nice. So I'm gonna start by going with this transition shade right here on it's my Morphe M535 brush. A little bit of powder in the pan, and not too bad. I had to blow it away. So let's see how this performs. I'm just gonna really blend it. So far, it's going pretty well. You can see that right there. It's not bad. Let's add a little bit more product. And I just kind of tapped it up and nothing really came off. I'm really just trying to blend this nice and high. Almost up to my brow bone. So far, I actually quite like this palette. The colors are blending quite nicely. There's a nice amount of pigment on. Dip into this a little bit more. It's another transition shade. I'm just gonna dip into that one. That one's a little bit more powdery, but still not bad. I'm gonna tap off a little bit of that extra, and I'm just gonna kind of do the same thing, kind of focusing it more on the outside corner. I don't know where I'm going with this, but that's pretty. I think it looks really pretty. Like, it looks pretty flawless. Go back in with this shade, the white kind of bone tan shade. I'm just gonna kind of do this to my brow bone and kind of just blend in those two shades so it doesn't look as like harsh. I'm gonna take this Morphe M441 brush. I'm gonna go in with this red shade kind of right here. Just pick up just a little bit of that. Ooh, nice and coated. Not too much fallout. And I'm just gonna kind of focus this kind of from the same place I put all those transition shades. As you can see, it's blending quite nicely. There isn't like any fallout down here. The orange shade, just to add a little bit more warmth, I guess. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of deep right now. I'm gonna dip back into that first transition shade I used and mixing it with this white one. And I'm just gonna kind of blend back into my crease a little bit. Finger when going with this gold shade, I usually, oh, it's nice and creamy. I always use my finger for these shades. Oh, that is nice. That is really pretty. Wow. I'm gonna do the same thing to this eye. There's a lot of pigment. It's very soft. I'm impressed. Whoops. I'm actually quite impressed by that. I heard people saying they were really good, and they were right. This is really, really good. And I'm just gonna kind of blend out my crease. I think that looks really, really pretty. Like, I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. So this eyeshadow palette so far is like really, really good, and it's cheap, and I recommend it. Why don't we move on to foundation, because why not? I have this Revolution Fast Base Stick Foundation. It's in the color F6. So I'm gonna see how this goes. So I'm gonna, okay, it doesn't look too bad. Just gonna do a few stripes down my face, not too many. chin. Blending quite nicely. I don't know how full coverage it's supposed to be. I don't think it's that full coverage. I'm gonna add a little bit more, but I think the color looks pretty good. I'm gonna add a little bit more foundation. Here, here, my nose. Yeah, it's not the fullest coverage. I definitely see my freckles peeking through. I'm gonna blend it out again. It's pretty buildable. So far, so good. My face looks pretty nice. As I put like powder and bronzer and all that other stuff. I'm gonna go in with this Revolution Conceal and Define. It's the full coverage concealer in the color C2. Again, I know Jeffree Star really likes this stuff, and he said it was comparable to the Tarte Shape Tape. So why don't we just find out, eh? This doe foot applicator is huge. This is in the color C2, so it's a little bit pinker because I was swatching them than C1, but it's still pretty light. It's the second lightest shade. We'll say full coverage. So let's hope it's full coverage. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. That is really full coverage, actually. Like, that just covered up my circles and no problem. Like, that looks really nice. Before I set my skin or concealer, I'm gonna try this Wet n Wild Hello Halo Liquid highlighter. And it's in the color Holographic. I'm just gonna, again, it's like another huge, gigantic doe foot applicator. I'm just gonna, oh crap. That was a lot. That was a lot. So I'm just gonna kind of put it on this side too. So it's supposed to be holographic. I'm just gonna add the tiniest amount to this and just like tap it out with the back of my sponge. It's pink. This holographic, oh, that, after you blend it out, it looks quite pretty. But at first, it's a little pink. I don't have a new face powder, so I'm just gonna go with my Coney Airspun. It's my favorite. Tap it everywhere I put the concealer. Actually, today I'm gonna put it all over my face, so it's gonna go everywhere. Actually finished my lower lash line really fast while it's all here. So I'm gonna kind of just take that transition shade again, this one, and I'm just gonna kind of dust it underneath here. Kind of get a little bit of something. I'll take a little bit of that red on this smudger brush and I'll just, oh, okay, that's a lot darker and brighter than I thought it was gonna be. I don't have a nice like inner corner highlight shade in here, so I'm not gonna use this palette for that. But I'm just gonna stop with my eyes right there, and I'm gonna go ahead and curl my eyelashes and apply mascara, and I'll be right back after I do that. So I applied my mascara, and I also went in with an inner corner highlight and brow bone highlight. So I need to finish the face. So I don't have a new bronzer or highlight, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply those really, really fast, and then we'll get on to my new highlighter that I have. I have this new highlighting palette that I actually got for free because I bought enough money, $15 worth of Makeup Revolution. So they gave me a free highlighting palette. I swatched this in the car after we got out of the store, and it wasn't really impressing me. Oh. This is what it looks like. Like, don't get me wrong, it's really pretty, but there's like no highlighty to it. This one is the most highlighty that literally looks like. So we're just gonna try it. I kind of want to go in with this one, so I'm just gonna go with this one. Like, it picks up product, but I just don't know how highlighty it's gonna be. Okay, 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 I'm not mad at that. It's kind of green. It's a little green, but it's not the worst I've had, but it's also like not super highlighty. It's just kind of a color, but it's not like shiny, if that makes sense. But I don't hate it so far. That shade's pretty good. I'm just gonna keep, I think I'm just gonna keep applying different shades, because I don't really like the way that one looks on my skin right now. So why not go with this one? Yeah, see, this one does not, okay. Sketch down a little bit on this one. Does that do anything? I don't know if that did anything or not. So on camera, it looks pretty highlighted. I don't hate this. It's a lot better now than when I originally swatched it, so that's really helpful. So I don't know if I would recommend spending your money on this, but if you get it for free, not too bad. I have this new Wet n Wild Photo Focus and Natural Finishing Spray. I had the matte one before, but I haven't personally tried this one, so we're gonna try this one. Ooh, that mist feels nice. Okay. I just know I am not supposed to open my eyes because I did that one time and it burnt the crap out of my eyes. Like, it literally burnt so bad. I'm just gonna take this and dab it in. So I'm pretty proud of how my makeup turn is looking right now. I just have to finish, I just have to do the lips, and I don't have a new lip product. Oh, I have this new lipstick. It's by Flower Beauty. It's Bare Pout. I have tried it before, but it's decently new, so I think I'm gonna go in with this guy. But first, I'm gonna go in with this Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner in the color Bare to Commit. It's just a really nice, like, pinky color. So I'm gonna just line my lips with this. About this lip color with this eye look. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of this Wet n Wild lip stain, and it's in the color Caffeine Fix. I'm just gonna kind of, it looks a little bit more nude. I'm just gonna leave it with that. I think it looks fine. Okay, so this is the finished makeup look. I think it looks actually really pretty. I'll give you, whoops. I'll give you kind of a close-up to my skin. As you can see, it looks pretty good. My foundation looks good. It doesn't look too cakey or dry. It looks pretty decent. I thought I just should go through every single product and how I feel about them. So the first product I used was the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. Don't know how I feel about it because it's a primer. I do think my face looks a little smooth through here. That could be the foundation because sometimes foundations kind of cake up around my nose. Sometimes they break up. Sometimes they cling to dry patches. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. This one, I don't know if it did or not, but it also could have been this primer. That's the only thing about testing out new primers and new foundations, because you don't know which one's doing the job. But so far, this one, I probably will keep using it. It made my skin feel really, really nice. And then the next thing I used was my eyebrow cream. I like this. I think my eyebrows look really, really good. They look super polished and sharp, and they match. They're not twins, but they're sisters. This color isn't too dark. I do think that if I were to lighten up my hair, which I am going to do before my senior year of high school starts, I am going to redo my hair, cut a lot of it off, and just kind of redo a whole new hairstyle for my senior year. And I don't think this will look the best because it will be super, super dark, so we'll see. But right now I do really like this. And then I use this Revlon, oh my god. And then I use this Revlon Color Stay concealer in the color Fair. I just used it to prime my eyelids and it seemed to work okay. Can't really say much about this because I just used it to prime my eyelids. So I'll definitely keep trying this one out. So I used the Revolution Fast Base Stick Foundation in color F6. I thought this color was gonna be too dark, but it turned out to be like the perfect match. I like this. I so far really like this. My skin looks really nice and smooth. It didn't oxidize. I was afraid that it was gonna oxidize and be way too dark, but it didn't, so I'm really happy about that. And so far it's nice. Like I did set it, but it doesn't feel sticky still. I like this so far. We'll have to see how it wears. And then I have the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer in the color C2. This was really nice. It did a really good job at covering my dark circles. Like I can barely see them. Like it looks really good, and I'm gonna keep using this like all the time. This might be my new favorite concealer. And then I have this liquid highlighter that I used. I don't know. I can't really say much about it because it kind of just got covered up by my foundation, by my like powder, not my foundation. I put this on after my foundation. But when I put the powder on, it kind of covered it up. That is my other highlighter, so I'll have to keep using this. Maybe I'll just use this on no makeup days. And then I have the eyeshadow palette. I skipped over this, but I really like this eyeshadow palette. I want to actually get all the other colors because I don't have like really any drugstore eyeshadow palettes. This is like my first like drugstore eyeshadow palette, and I really like it. I'm gonna have to definitely go buy the other ones because they were really pretty. This one just looked more up my alley when I was looking at it, so I went ahead and got this one. This one kind of reminds me of the Modern Renaissance a little bit, just a little bit. I really recommend these. And the last thing, which surprised me the most, actually it's not the last thing, I have one more, is the Revolution Strobe Lighting Palette. This surprised me. It looks really pretty on the skin, and I didn't think I was gonna like it, and I ended up liking it, and that's really nice. I don't know necessarily if you should go out and buy it, but getting it for free, buying other Makeup Revolution stuff, and then getting this, I think it was worth it because I don't know how much this is, but I'm assuming it's like around like 10 bucks maybe more, but I don't hate it. And then the last thing was this setting spray, and I think it did a good job at helping melt my makeup into my face. I think it looks pretty decent, pretty good. I like it. I just know about these Wet n Wild sprays is do not open your eyes when you're spraying it. Or don't spray too much focusing around your eyes, because I have got this stuff in my eyes before. Not the natural finish, but I've got the matte finish one in my eyes before. And it burnt so bad. So guys, if you liked this first impressions video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also turn on your notification bell and hit that subscribe button down below so you will be subscribed to me. I would really appreciate it. Also, please leave me comments of videos you really want me to do. I can't stress that enough. I really want to know what you guys want to see from me. Anyway guys, I hope to see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.